said your name was Steve?
It is Steve, all right? My last name is Edison. Friend calls me Eddie. It's a nickname.
I have a better nickname. How about Common Cheek and Sleazy Son of a...
By the time Jennifer Lopez made The Wedding Planner with Matthew McConaughey, she'd come a long way from her childhood in the Bronx. But J-Lo knows what she wants and gets it.
A year and a half to 2 years ago, that's when she came out and she said that she wanted a salary of $9 million. And basically, she is getting that $9 million per film salary.
The paycheck wasn't the only reason Jennifer made The Wedding Planner.
I had been looking for a romantic comedy because I've always wanted to do one because they're like my favorite kind of movie. And this one came along and I just loved it.
This is a departure for both of us as far as types of roles. There's real innocence to the story and the characters.
After The Wedding Planner, Jennifer made another run at action with Angel Eyes.
I think they expect actresses to be kind of wussy or something, so when like you're like, no, I'll run. It's okay. Yeah, I don't need my stunt double to run for me. I kind of like the way I run, so let's just stay with that.
Jennifer attended the premiere of Angel Eyes with her new husband, dancer-choreographer Chris Judd. The marriage wouldn't last long. They separated after just 9 months. On screen, Jennifer remained busy with the thriller Enough. She plays a housewife who turns to martial arts to get even with her abusive husband, played by Billy Campbell.
Some kind of martial art is what they wanted. And when I let my trainer read it, I was like, this is what we got to get ready for. And he's like, you know, there's a fighting technique that's perfect for this, because if the guy's going to be big and you're so tiny, you know what I mean? It's something that you might want to look into.
Well, Jennifer found this system called Krav Maga, which is an Israeli-developed way of teaching women, both in the military and in civilian life, to defend themselves.
There were times when I'm thinking, okay, if one of those, like, wrapped fists of J-Lo's, which are whistling by my head at a certain speed, connects, you know, I could be in trouble. I could be in trouble. She bruised my ribs.
Enough did well, even with all the summer blockbuster competition. But what really put Jennifer in the news was her new boyfriend.
About going somewhere. Somewhere really, really clean.
J-Lo met Ben Affleck during the production of Gigli while she was still married to Chris Judd. When they re-teamed for Jersey Girl, J-Lo was divorced and her romance with Ben heated up.
She's kind of a throwback, you know, she loves the old movie stars and how it used to be and sort of believes in that and thinks that that's what people want, or what like movies are supposed to be, make you think of a place more magical and more wonderful than the place that you live. And I think that's how she saw them growing up.
But before Gigli and Jersey Girl made it to theaters, Jennifer proved her box office appeal with an old-fashioned Cinderella story, Made in Manhattan. Jennifer plays a hotel maid who sets her sights on Ralph Fiennes and a management job.
They are not going to make a maid a manager, all right? Give me a break.
And why not? It's a new day. Anything's possible.
You know, I understand this person, you know what I mean? I lived 20 years of my life almost in the Bronx, you know, growing up in that kind of background and having people, you know, tell you you can't do things, or some, you know, unconsciously kind of sending that message to you, and still wanting to kind of try something and take a risk and do something more with your life.
By this time, J-Lo was an empire unto herself. Movies, music, a restaurant, perfume. Her every move with Ben hitting the papers. But wild media speculation about J-Lo and Ben's wedding plans jinxed the opening of Gigli. The movie tanked at the box office. Bennifer, as the couple was now known, also blamed the press when they called off their wedding at the very last minute. Jennifer may have put the brakes on her wedding, but her career was going full bore. Her next project, a remake of the Japanese hit Shall We Dance, co-starred Richard Gere and Susan Sarandon, after which J-Lo surprised fans by marrying singer Mark Anthony just 5 months after breaking off her engagement to Ben Affleck. On screen, Jennifer had just put the finishing touches on Monster-in-Law, a comedy co-starring Jane Fonda.
Going into it, you have Jane Fonda, an icon of American cinema, international cinema, and you have Jennifer Lopez, who we're led to believe is a diva. I mean, this is, any director would be nervous, but the women set the tone the day they met in my office. For the first time, they met in my office, and they kicked off each other's shoes, they sat down on the ground, and before we know it, we were hugging, and we promised each other this was going to be a special experience.
The script about an insanely jealous mother-in-law called for both actresses to pull out all the stops.
Gosh, you know, you just kind of have to go for it every single time. I mean, that's your job as an actor. When you get on that set, when it's your coverage, when it's not your coverage, to be right there every single time. And it is a hard job. It's not, I know some people must think, oh, whatever, filming a movie, it's easy. But it's not. I mean, there's tons of angles, and it has to cut together, and you have to kind of do the same thing, but keep it fresh.
It was a lot of fun to be interacting with Jennifer, because she's very talented.
That's a sentiment shared by another famous co-star, Robert Redford.
I think Jennifer's a natural actor. I think that's the way I see it. And, I mean, she's obviously multi-talented, but she has a natural acting ability.
Stay there.
Cut.
Redford shares the screen with Lopez in An Unfinished Life, an intimate drama also featuring Morgan Freeman and directed by Lasse Hallström.
You know, these are veterans who've made amazing movies, who've turned in amazing performances time and time again, and you feel the power when you're in the room with them.
I'm really impressed by Jennifer Lopez, her performance. She's a natural. I'm really impressed by what she's doing.
Jennifer is now busy filming Border Town, an ambitious fact-based drama reuniting her with Selena director Gregory Nava.
It's about the Juarez murders that have to do with the factories that are down there and how that's all connected, and all these women who are being killed down there without one person being convicted. I mean, it's just a really, really dire situation. And we're gonna go down there and make a movie about it. So we'll see what happens.
Thanks for watching this Jennifer Lopez edition of Famous. Join us next time for another inside look at your favorite movie stars.
It's Hollywood's mad dash to Oscar gold. Get up to speed on the top contenders. The actors who stole the spotlight.
It's been really interesting and humbling.
The films that captured our hearts.
It's a very beautiful piece.
And insider info on the most likely to win. The race to the red carpet tomorrow at 10, only on the Biography channel.